It's Lindsay here. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm in my basement right now. I actually have some pretty good lighting down here. If you live in the US, you probably know what's going on, or actually live anywhere in the world right now. You probably know that we're dealing with the coronavirus, COVID-19 right now. Where I live, and like other states, we are basically supposed to be practicing we're supposed to be practicing social distancing. So my kids are out of school, and they're out of school till the end of next week. I've been fortunately been able to go to work for a couple hours a day so that I can still earn some money. My husband's still working. His company really isn't talking about closing down because they don't deal with the general public, and they're just advising that if somebody's sick, don't come in. And we're doing that as well at work, at the salon, and we're trying to schedule the clients so they're far enough apart that there's not too many in the salon at one time. And again, if somebody's sick, we're just telling them to not stay on the premises. I may sound a little sick, but I am not. I'm dealing with allergies, and I just ate some spicy taco soup that I made for lunch today. And that noise you heard earlier is my husband. He's working in the house right now, which is the reason for this video. I wanted to kind of show you guys what we're doing while we're stuck in the house. Everything's being canceled, so we decided we're going to finish up some projects we needed to get done. And one of those is flooring. And right now, my husband is preparing the floors so that we could put the flooring down this weekend. To prepare the floors, we needed to remove some cold air returns that were just not necessary. It's an old house, so there's cold air returns put in places where they're not necessary. So anyway, and I'm also down in my basement because we were getting rid of some stuff to basically make a little extra money just in case I do end up being out of work. We just want a little extra emergency money around the house. So anyway, so I'll show you what my husband's doing. I'll go upstairs. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what my husband is doing. We had this ugly cold air return at the door here. It was basically just sucking in cold air and making our furnace run when it wasn't really necessary. In old houses, they had cold air returns on the outer walls or near the outer walls, and that wasn't really efficient. So in order to take care of that and to be able to put the flooring in for it to be level, we did that, and we didn't need anybody falling through the floor. So he's going to cover up this one and then the other one in the living room, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so in my living room here, by this window, underneath the window here, there's a cold air return right there. And we've had the chair over it just so nobody walks on it. And the chair will probably go back in that spot still, but that cold air return right there is by the window, again, pulling in some cold air and then making our furnace run more. So hopefully this will help with heating and cooling and stuff like that. So, and there's Stormy sitting there like a good girl. And sorry, it's so noisy. But there's Cole, there's Kurt. We're having fun at home, aren't we? How do you guys like being out of school?
Great, honestly.
Well, it's only day 2, so I'll ask you later in the week and see how you feel. Oh, and Buster came in to join us too. He thinks the children need a bath. So it's now been a couple days. Don't mind my appearance. We've been in the house a lot. I am now at home, out of work basically, and as of today, all non-essential businesses have been ordered to close tomorrow at 5 p.m. I guess, and then not reopen for a while, I guess, until further notice. I've actually been home since yesterday because I was dealing with an issue with my tooth. I found out that I had an infection, so I have to limit my contact with other people because it can affect my body differently than other people's. I get a compromised immune system from all the health issues I have. So this point, I am staying home with my kids. My husband is still working because the business he's in is considered essential. He works in a manufacturing facility, and they make heating and cooling units for a lot of places, like including the stores, the big stores that are still open and providing people with all of their essential items. So I'm very thankful for that. I feel really bad for the people that are out of work, and if they can't get any money to pay their bills, that really sucks. I have little tattoos on my hands. It's non-toxic marker that scented. This one here, Cole, he brought me his scented markers today, and we were just having fun with them. Anyway, so I'm sitting on my stairs right now because I was watching my husband put down the underlayment for the flooring in the entryway, and I could get up and walk through the house, but I'm just not. So I'm going to show you what we've got done so far. We moved some things around, and we'll start laying the flooring tomorrow. So we moved our console table here for the moment because we're not putting flooring right there. We're going to sand that down and probably restain it eventually to match the flooring, and then the stairs will do the same with those, and then I have a whole paint scheme to do the rest of this with some white and then just the wood colors. I'm gonna get up here. Sorry, I'm still sitting on the steps. And I'm just gonna show you what we've done in here. So everything's been moved out of here, and we have put down the underlayment. And then I moved, you can see in there, I moved our bench in there. And the door has been taken off, and I think I like it being off of there, and we may just leave it. So I'm gonna go show you our flooring that we are putting down so you can see what it's gonna look like. Okay, here's our den where we are storing our flooring, and then there's the underlayment. I guess there's not enough lighting in here, so my flash turned on. And there's the door we took down. Not quite sure what I want to do with it, but I don't want to put it back up because I like it being open like that without it. So I'm going to show you this up close. I really like it because it's a little bit lighter than what we have now, but we laid it down to see how it would go with the trim and everything, and it looks really good. So this is what the floor looks like right now, and I mean, it probably looks better on camera, but there's just some areas where it's really worn. Like there's like part of this is, it's not flat, like there's a divot in here, and then in the living room there's parts of the floor like it's worn away here, where it's splintered a lot, and then there's a big chunk taken out right here and a big scratch there, and it's just to the point where we can't really fix it. It's hard to replace this wood, it's hard to find it, and then there's another area here, so we're just going to cover that. All right, guys, so my husband decided not to wait till tomorrow morning, or it's Friday, and he was going to wait till Saturday morning to start laying the flooring, but he is not wasting any time. He's already got some laid. He went out to the garage to make some cuts. He's got that going already, and I'll show you as he starts laying some more. So it looks like he's got a measure. You got a measure to cut that?
Yeah, can't go around that any other way.
Yeah. Darn it.
That's what it is.
Well, after that, you should just be able to make straight cuts then, right?
The majority of
For
it.
this room, I should say.
Well, no, because I'll have a straight cut.
Oh, and the
there.
doorway over there,
Doorway
yeah.
go into the other side
By
of
the
this.
den. Yeah, so you're right there. We got hubby putting on knee pads so he doesn't wear out his knees doing this.
They're already done.
Oh no. He says though they're already done. This is gonna be fun.
Too many years of football and baseball.
But he's being nice and not making me do too much work because my mouth hurts from this dang tooth infection. I'm about ready to go take another pain pill, at least half of one. I'm trying not to be dependent on them. But I gotta get through probably another 24 hours before I'm gonna feel better. Looky there.
I may have done just a little too snug.
Oh no. Maybe. Well, you can't have it too snug, can you? Because you gotta allow for expansion and stuff, don't you?
Yep.
Yes, folks, when you do flooring, you have to leave a little bit of room for the floor to expand and things with the temperature changes and all of that. So you cannot have it snug. So he's gonna see what he's got to do to fix that. Okay, guys, it's late on this Friday evening, almost Saturday, actually. I think it's almost midnight. My husband is so tired, but he worked so hard. We're gonna go to bed, and then we're gonna start on the living room and dining room tomorrow, and that will be in another video because this one is just so long. So there will be a part 2. But first, before I end this video, I'm going to show you how nice the flooring turned out. Okay, guys, this is the view from our living room, and I apologize if my voice sounds a little hoarse. I'm just really tired. But look at that. So he went all the way to the doorway here, and then it's going to continue on in here. But you can see that was the old floor, new floor. It's amazing. I love it. Let's see if I can get a close up. It looks so pretty. So, and then we'll decide eventually if we want to do something with the trim. Now the trim looks so dark, but there's this piece of trim here. It's white and not dark like the rest of it because there used to be a closet here. That was, you couldn't go through that door to get to the den there because that was a bedroom. This was a closet. So we're thinking maybe we might try to match that to paint the rest of the trim. And then this room will just be white baseboard. And then we'll leave this here. It'll have to be refinished. But we may refinish some of the staircase to be closer to this. This is actually just a little bit darker than what's upstairs. So we kind of want it to all kind of flow together. And I have a whole color scheme for in here. But that will be for another time. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a like and go ahead and hit the subscribe so you can follow us, and then you can see the rest of our garage build, and you can watch to see us do the rest of the flooring. And we've got a few other projects we're going to be working on. So, and just, you know, fun family adventures. Well, not for a while, but because we're stuck inside from this coronavirus thing. But hopefully that will be over soon, and we'll be able to get to the rest of our fun family adventures. But in the meantime, we're going to work on all our projects. So have a great day, guys. Bye.